Hi, I just wanted to say that I have to talk about this. This has been driving me batty all this time. I wrote it down, so I'm just gonna read what I wrote down on paper just now. Um, yeah, it's early. I just got up, so bear with me. I'm in a mood of solitude. I'm getting tired of people trying and talking about things that they don't understand. I'm a trans man, and I'm tired of the people in the internet world that say and speak on ignorant things. If you say you are not for and support the LGBT community, why are you always in our business? Why does it bother you so much? You cannot talk about the Bible or the Quran because people with knowledge know the truth and how to truly interpret the Bible and the Quran. See, in older religions, mostly the spiritual references we know about, like the Zulu nations and the Native Americans, we know that the LGBT community were a sacred people. So while you all are saying we are the devils, trust me, I don't follow Satan and his tricks. You are not on our side. We don't care because we wouldn't want you to be on our side if you act in the way you act. You are people who are doing the devil's work himself, doing his work, causing trouble, beefs, and strifes with each other in the heterosexual community. But you don't respect us, and we respect y'all as deep as much as we can. When we're given the opportunity to, you all hurt people that you say you don't care for. So I respectfully have to say it's hard now for me at 38 years of age to respect anything you all say because I go on and on about your contradictions. For one example, you say you don't want to see two gay men kissing. Yet it's okay for two straight females to pretend to be lesbian or bisexual and kiss each other and do all sort of things to each other in these music videos. Oh God, y'all people. You also say oral and anal sex is not sex, but yet to have a baby, you must have vagina and penis connected to make a baby. But that's confusing because you all don't always want to have a baby or make a baby when you have sex together. You say trans women aren't women because they can't have a baby or don't have a uterus. But what do you say to cis women who can't make a baby, can't hold a baby for 9 months, and when they go to adopt and all this trouble, they have problems because their uterus and their womb can't hold the baby, whatever. And that's sad. But what do you call them now? Because they were born a female, like on their birth certificate, right? What do you all call them? You call them men too after menopause? See, this is confusing. Everything for the woman. You have birth control. You have condoms for the men. Yet you just want, pleasure out of sex. So what do you call that? Because you call the LGBT community genocide because they can't make a baby with each other. So what do you call that? And I've heard, not just heard, research that two women in the past before men became that they could have babies asexually by themselves. So just think about that. This is foolishness, needs to stop, because you can't believe everything you read, just like you can't believe everything you watch on TV. So stop. You need to know that this is weak, because you rather hear what you want to hear. What about the Catholic Church that says no condoms, no birth control? So what do you do then? No sex at all? Be celibate? Alright then. I'm just telling you like it is. You want to create, right? So what's that doing every time you get a little tipsy or a little high or whatever you want to call it these days? Don't worry, I'm not talking about the people that follow me or who are watching this. I'm just stating for the fact of a lot of ignorant and arrogant people out there that think they know it all but don't have no idea or no clue. Okay, it's just pleasure, right? I'm tired of that. When it comes time for bi and trans people and gays and lesbians and all this stuff, you talk about heterosexual people and you always don't see them no more on television. That's a lie. You only see a few gay people, hardly, a few lesbians, hardly, few bi people, hardly, on the channels. And back in the days, I Love Lucy, they could even sleep in the bed together with her husband. You know that. So they were in the same bedroom. Trust me, I grew up on I Love Lucy. They were in the same bedroom, couldn't sleep together in the same bed, okay? So now that's just out the door, because this heterosexuality is out the door too. So I'm just letting you know, I'm a trans man. I love women, so I would see myself as a heterosexual, but I'm in the community, the LGBT community, because I was born a female, now I am a male. So that's all I have to say. But I love women and always do. Back in the days, it was like I thought I was bisexual. I was a pretty girl. Now I'm a handsome man. Anyway, let me stop bugging. Anyway, let me get back to this. We are flawed, and you are not helping anyone. That's why we are in the condition and the state that we are in. Because your words really aren't helping anything. It's just dividing us and keeping us apart. Okay, not just a man in a dress. That's something we shouldn't be fighting about over, men wearing dresses in these movies. I know I don't want to wear a dress too. When I was young and my mom put me in all these beautiful little clothes and stuff, and people stepping on my new brand shoes and stuff, getting bullied and everything like that. Now I'm not getting bullied like that, because I know how to handle mine. Alright? Thank you, mother. Thank you, Zoe. I love you. I just keep that as that. But the Bible says, that how we go here again. I'm out of it because I'm just adding things to it. And men should dress like men, and women should dress like women. But it also says in the Bible that the material you have on, you can't, change the material up, have mixed match material. What do you call that? That's abomination also. And I don't like putting in that fact, because my family is very spiritual. My family is very religious. And in my family, so much men are straight, so much women are straight. So I grew up in heterosexual um, family, as you could say, mother and father, heterosexual, and all this stuff, uncles, cousins, like there's only a few people who had to be gay and bi, and that's not a lot. Trust me, that's like 1% of my big, big happy family. So I don't know what you say. All my male cousins have kids, and they really are straight. So I don't understand how you could say that the LGBT community is causing problems when there's a lot of heterosexual males, and I'm gonna get serious about this, raping women, and I don't like talking about this, and with kids too, and I don't like that. Boys too, and girls, but boys, like, come on, I can't take that, and that's serious, and that's a lot of heterosexual men in these times and days, and back in the days too. So you really gotta think about what you're talking about. It's not all about y'all. I'm telling you the truth. It's about us, and we need to take advantage of that. You can't be talking about something that was written over 2,000 years ago and not think about that today and wonder why we're in such a mess we're in, because we really don't understand what they were trying to say. You're not interpreting it right, or even know who they were talking about, or even know who they talking to, because you say you're Hebrew, then you say Nubian, then you say you're Naga, and then all this stuff about you're a real Jew, and like, come on, you say you're in America and we're Native Americans. Yes, my great granddad was Native American, and I got a lot of other backgrounds too. If you look through my whole social media, you could tell. So it's 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 something that we are for the four corners of the earth. So get that right too. Not all of us come from Africa, and not all of us come from America. We all around. Okay, I got family that born and live in America, born and live in Europe, born and live in Canada. I'm so proud of them, and I just hope they'll be proud of me. I just hope that. We're just killing each other over the wrong things, and just to tell you, this hate, this beefing, in the Quran, it says, God says people are mischief makers, and that's what y'all are being. You're saying people are Satan worshippers and all this stuff, yet you're doing the mischief. You're the devils, and it's not making sense. Okay, it's just not. So I had to do this video. You're the real enemy. Instead of looking at me as the enemy, you're the real enemy. The real enemy is inside, and you need to think about that. That's all I had to say, but you can't see, you can't hear, and God does that in the Quran. He says he sealed their hearts. He made you deaf, he made you blind to see, and people that are really woke can see this. People who are really woke can hear this. And I hope you understand that from this video, that I'm not just talking about the LGBT community. I hardly even, talk up when I don't need to talk up, but I had to right now. I just had to, because it's hurting me in my heart to understand that these people, in whatever community you want to call yourselves, let's just call ourselves the human race, because this is getting tired, and you hurting people. People are killing themselves off of this. People are killing trans women. And there's another thing. Some videos I've seen where you will call a male to female, who was born male, trying to be a so-called, female. You would say that's a trans man. I'm a trans man. I was born female on my certificate. Now on my birth certificate, it says male. Yes, that's my real male name, not Raphael Ishmael Fenton. No more female named Florette Namita Fenton. No more. Okay? So get that right too, because that proves you don't have the knowledge and the wisdom. If you say little things like that, that's logic. You need to use logic and understand that. If a female to male like me, I'm a trans male. Okay? Female to male. Trans male. Okay? And male to female trans woman. Okay? We're in the state and on our journey. And if you don't want to become part of that journey, so what? We don't care. Just respect us. Because we do respect y'all. That's all we gotta say. We don't want to hurt nobody. We don't want to trick anybody. We just want to be us. And if you could walk in the street, in the hood, in the ghetto, in the suburb, feeling comfortable in your own skin, why when somebody turns, a little kid or somebody turns on YouTube or see something in the news, that they can't feel comfortable in their own skin because of your words? Words do hurt, not stones, because you could hit me every day. You could do this to me every day. Yes, that will hurt. But those words really stay in your head. And you gotta figure that out. I'm telling this to all the people, really not to the so-called straight community, because to be honest with you, I did this video not just for myself, but for people who really need to understand themselves and to be tough in their skin, because I was real thin-skinned myself. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Stop with this ignorance. Yes, it's a free world. You can say anything you want to say, and I'll let live. So let me live. Peace.